here and welcome to Mindful Midlife. My name is Bobby and today's video is all about getting through 2020 with a bang by organizing your Christmas decorations with a little bit of thought. I'm going to take down my Christmas and take you along with me and give you some tips and tricks so that your future Christmas decorating self will thank you. It is time to take down Christmas. And here's what I recommend when you're about to take down Christmas. If there are areas in your house that you really like how you decorated it, take some pictures and put it in a folder in your phone marked Christmas 2020. And that way you can go back and refer to how you decorated that area. Because sometimes I just remember it and I go, I really liked last year's. What did I do? I don't remember. So I'm going to go around and take some pictures of my house and just the areas that I really liked. And then I'll get started on taking everything down. My next advice is to bring all your boxes up and kind of line them up where you can do a staging area, basically. You don't want boxes in all different parts of the house because you won't be able to organize as you go. When you're putting it all away, you don't want to just add to the chaos. So maybe take out what you didn't use, put it to the side, vacuum out all the stuff that's left and start with a clean slate, because all you're going to be doing is getting back to that next year and going, do I want to use this? Do I not? When's the last time I used it? Now you will know that everything in here is stuff that you truly want. If you have a flocked tree, don't wear black because you're going to have it all over you. And what I recommend is when you're taking the tree apart, don't take it in order to, let me show you. So when you have a flocked tree, what you don't want to do is squeeze them, and as you're squeezing, go up because you want the flocking to stay on the tree. So when you get a branch that isn't, this one's already collapsed, just take it and kind of squeeze them that way, and then you just kind of push them down. That way you're not going to ruin your tree. Something I always do while I'm doing Christmas is to, of course, clean. If you're going to empty out a space, take the time to wipe it down. That just kind of makes sense, but some people don't do that. So take advantage of the empty space, keep a cleanser, some kind of multi-purpose cleanser next to you, and go ahead and wipe things down. The other thing I do is I will separate things that are specifically Christmas and then other decorations that could be used in another way. Like if they're not specifically Christmas, they're not red, they could just be used. Let me give you an example. So these were from my window area, and these were used. I had a red candle here and I had these beads inside this. But this does not say Christmas. None of this does. So I'm separating those things and I keep them on my table. When I go to redecorate in a room, then I have those things. But the things that are very specific to Christmas, those things are going to go downstairs in my Christmas decor area. There's a part of the Christmas that you don't have to take it down. Leave it up. For instance, this wreath hanging on this door is up every Christmas, but nothing hangs there any other time. I've left this command strip on here for, I think this is the 5th year, maybe. Oop, it's falling, it's coming at me. So I just leave it there and it sits there all year. And then when it's time to decorate again, I just go ahead and put the wreath on. All Christmas is in our dining room right now. And this is how I organized it. Here's like packing stuff, and then the bins are all right here. The only thing we've actually really put away are bulbs. But we open up the bins and we put the lids on the other side of it. And then what I did is I categorized everything. So all the greenery stuff is here. And one tip I'll give you is if you're taking down greenery and you used ribbon, even if you're not going to use that ribbon again, keep it with it because that length worked. So you could cut your new ribbon to that length. So I always wind it up in a ball and I pack it directly with whatever wreath I used. So these were on my banister and those are the ribbons we used to tie them up. So those will stay with it and I'll know that's what we used. So you can see I did that here. They're all tucked inside unless the ribbon stays on it. And those are our wreaths that go on our windows outside. And the ribbons are all with it right here so that we can use them again next year. At your greenery, you're gonna have little bits and pieces that fall off. I encourage you to keep them, put it in a little baggie. You can always just stick these in areas when you're in the middle of decorating, it just looks bare. So I just put them all together. I don't keep like things together because there's not that much. But this has saved me so many times where I just need to add a little something where it looks bare. Over here on the windowsill, I just put any fabric kind of things. I even put my ugly sweater with it because I don't want to keep that in my closet. So I pack that away and all pillows and things like that. And then in the center here, it's very sunny right now. The center here has like tchotchke stuff, things that, you know, decorations, but aren't on a tree or anything. So now it's all categorized. I know what I'm dealing with, and now I can start putting them in the bins. All right, so I got all my candles in. What I recommend for each candle is wrapping it up in a paper towel. And I just reuse these every year. I just put them into the container and wrap them up. And the reason why you do that is so they don't stick together and so they also don't get scratched. One thing I would be careful of, if you have white things, but then you also have something that's very red, and I've never washed these, if these got any moisture on them at all, there would be red transferred onto this. So I would either put a layer or put it red next to red. Once I have all of the soft things in, this is when I will add something in here that's easily broken if it's smushed, like this. I don't want the antlers ruined, so I'll just kind of shimmy them in there, and it's got a lot of space. These are the same thing. They could easily be broken, so I kind of smush them in between, and that way I don't have to wrap them and worry about them. So one thing I'm not going to show you is after we get all Christmas downstairs, we organize our basement. It's an annual thing we do when we have everything out because of Christmas. It helps us to organize, purge, put everything back in a very organized way. Here's a little snippet of the beginning of how it looks. All right, so the basement isn't that bad, but it is obviously disorganized. This whole area here that has curtains up, we have a girl living with us, and that is her room. We literally sectioned it all off with curtains from IKEA. She is not here right now. She's not here for a week because she's recovering from COVID at her sister's house. So, and she's doing okay. But while she's gone, we thought we would go ahead and organize in here, and I'm gonna purge a bunch of stuff that we just don't need. We do not need to have all the stuff that we have. So we're going to be doing that as we take down Christmas and organize it. All right, we will be tackling that actually tomorrow. I'm probably not going to film it because I've already done a basement organization. I will link it below. I hope you guys got some fun tips here. If you have, give me a thumbs up and let me know that you enjoyed this video. It really does help my channel. I will see you in the next video. Happy New Year. I hope your 2021 is better than 2020. Pretty sure it can't help but be. And I will see you then. God bless.